What's up, Wildlife? Johnny here, and I have a really cool opportunity for you guys in this week's episode of Wildlife Weekend Recap, where we kind of talk about what we learned on Wednesday. But this past Wednesday, we did something a little bit different. We're taking a quick break from an actual full-length sermon message teaching, and we're going to be talking about a wildlife survey. And what that is pretty much this right here. So you guys can actually download this from the link on our website or even an email that you got earlier this week on Saturday. And you can download this. And this survey is going to help out wildlife as a whole, because this survey is going to ask questions to you guys about what do you like? What kind of clothing brands do you like? What kind of candy do you like? Weird, just random stuff like that. What's your favorite YouTuber? Stuff like that. But there's also going to be questions on there as well as like, hey, what book of the Bible do you guys want to go through or even just learn more about? Or what are some other topics that you want to know more about? For example, there's questions on here like, where is it? What is something that you wish you knew how to handle better? For example, there's examples on here like anger, depression, sadness, guilt, shame. And then there's some also options where you guys can write in, kind of fill in the blank of what you want wildlife to either teach about, you want to learn more about, stuff like that. But specifically with anger, in Ephesians chapter 4, if you guys have your Bibles real quick, Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 says this: "In your anger, do not sin. Do not let the sun go down while you are still angry, and do not give the devil a foothold. Anyone who has been stealing must steal no longer, but must work, doing something useful with their own hands, that they may have something to share with those in need." So we can see this here is that it's just talking about like, hey, when we are angry, because everyone gets angry, whether it's a good thing to get angry about or a bad thing to get angry about. Anger can be a good thing, but it's something that we have to learn how to deal with in order to honor and glorify Jesus. And also when people see us as followers of Jesus, they're like, whoa, why are those people different? So stuff like that. So this survey is a great tool to help you guys have a great time in wildlife, as well as a benefit to have wildlife do what you guys want to do in ways of like doing certain games or whatever like that. So real quick, I want to read the purpose on this. Is that the purpose of this survey is to get a better understanding of what wildlife students are interested in. For example, favorite food, beverage, social media, websites, bands, singers, sports, candy, celebrity crush, and so on. This is not a test. I, myself, or even some of your leaders are not going to quiz you afterward or even grade you on what you write down. So take a deep breath. The whole point of this is to help out the wildlife team by understanding what you are interested in. The goal is to make wildlife the best it can be. There are questions about what books of the Bible you want to know more about, and even it will give you a chance to ask any questions you may have about God or the Bible. Your honesty will help wildlife out. Don't put your name on this. I say that on there. Don't put your name on this. We don't need to know who writes this stuff down, which gives you a better chance to actually write down some really good questions and really just be brutally honest. All right, we're not going to know who wrote this down. So what I'm going to ask you to do, if you're watching from home, is to print this out and fill it out as best as you can. If there's some things you're like, I just don't know, it's okay, just leave it blank. But I'm gonna ask you to take this seriously, because your honesty is gonna benefit wildlife in the long run, all right? So we need to understand more of like, how has your life been going? Are you dealing with this or that? So with that, we are really excited for this, so go ahead and print this out, and we'll see you guys soon.